Good evening. My name is Najveer Dinju, and I am the president for our National Honor Society chapter. Mrs. DeMarchi, Mrs. Marcasano, Mr. Yano, Central Administration, board members, members of the faculty and staff, parents, and students. I would like to welcome you to our 2022-2023 Vineland High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. ROTC will lead us in the flag salute.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by members of the VHS Select Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated for the singing of our alma mater.
Though the boys of Millville High School love the orange and the blue, and the sturdy sons of Bridgeton to the red and white are true, we will cheer for dear
I would like to introduce you to our principal, Mrs. Suzette DeMarchi.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Vineland High School's National Honor Society induction ceremony. Before we begin, I would like to recognize our many distinguished guests. Mr. Yano, Superintendent of Vineland Public Schools, our Assistant Superintendents, Dr. Danielle Sneathen and Mr. Nathan Fry, Dr. Joseph Rossi, Executive Director of Personnel, Mrs. Teresa Godlewski, Director of Special Education, and Mr. Scott Mustarell, School Business Administrator. Our Board of Education members, President, Mrs. Megan Spinelli, Vice President, Mrs. Kimberly Cottaspati, and board members, Ms. Inez Acosta, Mr. Cedric Holmes, Mrs. Renee Fabry, Mr. Nicholas Fiocchi, Mr. Dennis Rivera, Mr. John Sabrana, and Mr. Alex Silva. Vineland High School administration, teachers, advisors, parents, guardians, family, and of course, our inductees. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. This evening, 19 members will be inducted into this National Honor Society. Our National Honor Society is the premier honor society in the United States. Admission to this prestigious organization is the greatest honor for a high school student, as it stands for excellence of achievement. Our National Honor Society members have been recognized nationally for their achievements. They are among the academic elite. In order to qualify for acceptance into the National Honor Society, one must achieve at least an 86 average. Among other requirements are service, leadership, and good character. A student may therefore have a very high academic average and still fail to be elected into the National Honor Society if he or she does nothing for his or her school, community, or shows traits of character that are undesirable. It is this select group of students sitting on the stage this evening that has met the criteria to be brought into the National Honor Society this evening. I am so very proud of each and every one of our inductees. Thank you for embracing the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society Foundation: your unwavering character, commitment to scholarship, dedication to service, and development of leadership are all inspiring and critically important to who you are. In countless ways, you have impacted the culture and climate here at Vineland High School. You are passionate, thoughtful, motivated, and you make it matter wherever you go. This is a truly deserving group of students who will continue to do amazing things. Please give our students a round of applause. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our Assistant Superintendent of Administration, Dr. Danielle Sneathen.
Good evening, students, staff, parents, grandparents, and families. It is my great honor this evening to represent the Central Administration of Vineland Public Schools as we congratulate the newest inductees in the Vineland High School chapter of the National Honor Society. This night and these students have been on my mind all day. This afternoon, I was visiting Barcy School and I passed a group of kindergarten students. This got me to thinking of how quickly these years have passed for the parents and grandparents in the audience tonight, but how very slowly they have passed for the students on the stage. Tonight's honorees earned the right to be up here over the course of the last decade through hundreds, even thousands of choices that they have made over the years to get to this point. They chose to study when it would have been more fun to go out with their friends. And they chose to serve their community instead of sleeping in on the weekend. They chose to tell the truth and show their character, even when it might have been tempting to tell a little white lie. They chose to stand up for those less fortunate and be a good citizen when staying quiet would have been so much easier. This honor that is being bestowed upon you is the result of all of those choices. I encourage you to keep making the hard choices and to do the right thing, even when it is not the easiest thing to do. Your efforts will serve you, your school, your family, your community, and our world well for many years to come. Again, congratulations to each of you.
And at this time, I would like to introduce to you board member Miss Inez Acosta for remarks.
Good evening. It truly is an honor this evening to be here to celebrate and congratulate the achievements of the National Honor Society inductees. Their achievements include their academic achievements as well as their traits of leadership, community service, and character. We are truly blessed that we can celebrate each and every one of them, but I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank those that have supported these students, the parents, grandparents, friends, family members that have been a pillar of strength for these students. So on behalf of the Vineland Board of Education, I celebrate and thank each and every one of you for your strength, courage, resilience, and I hope that you continue in this journey of excellence as you continue in Vineland High School and throughout life. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce our special guests for this evening. Tonight, we welcome officers from all 4 chapters of NJHS. Our first speaker is Karen Napolis Serrano, President of Johnstone's NJHS.
Character is more than just the reputation of a person. It's what makes you the person that you are to yourself and others. Character is the only way we gain respect from everyone around us. It is the way we become reliable and trustworthy. It's the person we become. Character defines us. It's the way we become friends with others and how we make it through situations. The decisions we make creates us into ourselves. Proving good character through our academic success and the way we treat people surrounding us is the way we show the true value it is to demonstrate character. Though it never stops growing, our experiences now will mold us forever.
Thank you. Now I would like to welcome Wallace NJHS President Henley Rivera.
Good evening, fellow students, family members, and staff. Thank you for allowing me to speak at this National Honor Society ceremony. I hope you are all enjoying the ceremony. Today, I am here to talk about citizenship and what it means to our National Junior Honor Society. Citizenship is a characteristic everyone should have, but most people struggle with. Having citizenship is when you accept everyone's role in the community and place in the community. It is also when you understand what the people need and when you try to tend to their needs. You need citizenship in everyday life because it helps you make the world a better place. I know you are probably wondering why a middle schooler is telling you about citizenship, and the reason is that it is one of the main parts of our society. Our society stands on 5 pillars, and citizenship is one. I believe it is even more important to be a good citizen. The world is in turmoil, and we need to all take care of each other in our communities. Thank you, lovely people, for listening to what citizenship means to our organization. Have a great night.
Thank you, Henley, for that wonderful speech. Our next guest is from Veterans Memorial. Michaela Caputo is the president of their NJHS chapter.
Good evening, everyone. I am Michaela Caputo, NJHS president of Veterans Memorial School. I first want to congratulate everyone here. You have maintained good grades, showed leadership, and put time and effort into school. It has all paid off, so congrats to you all. I now want to speak about some of NJHS's pillars. There are 5 pillars of NJHS, some that we also share with the NHS. NJHS pillars include scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship. Service is very important as NJHS and NHS members, especially at Veterans Memorial School. Our main priority as members of this society is to help the environment and complete community service. At Veterans Memorial School, we have done many service projects at our school, some of which include a sock and mittens drive, helping out with school events, and we are planning on doing much more. Leadership is also very important. As NJHS members and NHS members, you must have a natural leadership ability to be able to lead anything we do, including service projects, sharing ideas, and being able to influence others in a positive way with the things you say or do. This is a very important thing to be able to do since you want to be influencing people to help the environment, create a better society, and to overall just be compassionate people for yourself, others around you, and society. I hope to get the pleasure to continue NHS in high school since NHS and NGHS is truly an honor to even be a part of. You should all be very proud of yourselves since you worked so hard. As I look at all of the NHS members here today, I can tell that you are all going to do amazing things for our community, and I can't wait to see what all of you achieve in the future. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Another wonderful speech, thank you. Our last speaker, Avery Gomez, is the secretary of PILA NJHS.
Tonight, I will be speaking to you about scholarship, one of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Scholarship, by definition, is having qualities of a person who seeks to achieve a high level of learning or becoming a scholar. So what are characteristics of a scholar? We could imagine a scholar being a professor of college or perhaps a brilliant creator with many patents, or possibly even a learned individual with impeccable educational intellect. Each individual being inducted tonight meets the criteria of being a scholar and therefore meets the requirements of scholarship. Each of you represents your high achievement in academics, Your dedication, your commitment, and your work ethic, both in the classroom and beyond, along with other ideals we hold in high esteem, have allowed you a seat tonight at this distinguished ceremony. Many here tonight have intellectual curiosity and persistence, which enable you to tackle new challenges and understand various complex concepts. Many also hold offices in school, are team leaders, or are busy in various workplaces. It is my honor to be able to speak here tonight as a member of the Sergeant Dominic Pilla chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. I look forward to participating in this phenomenal induction ceremony in a couple of years. Congratulations to all of the new inductees.
Thank you again for the wonderful speeches. We are gathered here tonight to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members since 1949, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishment. At this time, we would like to recognize and congratulate our current two-year members. I would like to introduce Mr. Justin Adams, our assistant principal, to introduce our current National Honor Society members.
Good evening. My name is Justin Adams, Assistant Principal at Vineland High School. I will read each member's name in alphabetical order. Stand when your name is called. Please hold your applause until all two-year members have been recognized. Sadie Barbera, Najveer Dinju, Matthew Garcelano, Sophia Nelson, Ryan Pollock, Alec Raimondi, Hannah Rasmussen, Catherine Rasmussen, Mosharlin Torto. Congratulations on this wonderful accomplishment.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. We now wish to welcome our new members who will bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Vineland High School's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through effective demonstration of the four qualities that serve as standards for the society. The center candle that is already lit represents the eternal light of knowledge and is surrounded by four candles representing scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Our chapter officers will now review these qualities for the candidates. Our Vice President, Ryan Pollock, will begin by speaking about scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivating mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest successes, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world.
Thank you, Ryan. Matthew Garcelano, our secretary, will discuss service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Everyone can be great because anyone can serve." You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't even have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love.
I would like to call Matthew back up again for leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, a real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. According to Franklin D. Roosevelt, real leaders are ordinary people with extraordinary determination.
Thank you, NHS officers. I will now explain character. Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. John Wooden said, "Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is who you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are." At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Panis, our assistant principal, as he leads us in the lighting of our candles and National Honor Society oath.
Raise your right hand and repeat the oath after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. I pledge to maintain the high scholastic standing, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, to give of myself freely in the service of others, and to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character. In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. You may extinguish your candles, and please put them under your seat. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to call Mr. Adams back to the podium to introduce our new inductees.
Will the new inductees please stand? As your name is called, please step forward to receive your tokens of membership and to sign our official chapter registry. As a new tradition, our National Honor Society members want to present the new members with their honor cords as a way to introduce them into our National Honor Society chapter. They will receive their cords first. I will now call our inductees' names in alphabetical order. Please hold your applause until all members are called. Gregory Burgess. Gabriella Kumba. Landon Gentile Adamson. Colin Grafe. Jennifer Martinez Alaves. Brianna Mosley. Tyla Nottingham. Sophia Olita. Eve Ortiz. Egypt Owens. Rohan Patel. Casey Russelman. Xavier Phillips. Arshville Segal. And Liana Velasquez. I would like to congratulate all of our new inductees to the National Honor Society.
Thank you all for attending our NHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, but before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new National Honor Society members. And now will everyone please stand as all National Honor Society members recess.